For the second time in 2 years, a St. Paul Public School graduate is named a Rhodes Scholar. Superintendent Harvey and Mayor Kelly announced the book for this year's citywide book club. And a St. Paul couple donate their life savings to the school district. All this and more coming up on this edition of St. Paul Public Schools Today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Yusef M. Janey, and I'll be your host. For the second year in a row, a St. Paul Public School graduate has been awarded a prestigious Rhodes Scholarship to Oxford University in England. Just 1 year after Highland Park graduate Catherine Puzicki was named a Rhodes Scholar, Central High School graduate Matthew Landreman has been named one of 32 American students to receive the scholarship this year. In January, Central High School senior Emily Eaton interviewed Matthew about his future.
What are you planning on doing with your knowledge of physics and mathematics after you're all done with school and college?
Well, at the moment, what seems like the best option is to just go into academia, work as a professor, and generally you can do some scientific research and some teaching, and usually you can find a balance between those two. That's how most physics professors operate these days. And I really like the idea of going to that profession because essentially you get paid to learn. And I really enjoy teaching and interacting with students and helping others see what I think is really fascinating about physics. And I think for those reasons, teaching and research is it's a fantastic world that you can get paid to do something like that. I feel really lucky.
Did you ever think that you would get a Rhodes Scholarship or see yourself doing that any time in your life?
I hadn't really heard about it. I suppose most people seem to sort of be mildly aware of the Rhodes Scholarships. The Rhodes Scholarship is a program that's 100 years old this year, and it awards 32 Americans each year a all expenses paid trip to study at Oxford University in England for 2 or 3 years, and you can work towards any of their degree programs you want, any department, any subject. The scholarship committee looks for well-rounded scholars, so people whose sort of foremost interest is academics, but at the same time, people who don't just live in their ivory tower, people who've shown leadership and work with community service, athletics, that sort of thing. I felt Central really prepared me well. They always try to scare you that each level of schooling is meant to prepare you for this next level that's really going to be a challenge. But I really, Swarthmore was certainly challenging, but I never felt out of my league. I think Central should really be proud of itself for even though it's an inner city public school, I really felt like the education I got here was as good as a lot of the students I met at college who'd gone to expensive private boarding schools. The day that they awarded the scholarships, you think to yourself, there's absolutely no way. There's just so many other fascinating people that are in this competition with you. There's absolutely no way they'd pick me. What do I have? So it's totally a shock.
What advice would you give to students that would like to follow in your footsteps, like particularly to incoming freshmen into high school? What advice would you give to them?
In high school and college, so many doors are open to you, and you can try everything and see what you like, and that's really one of the parts that make those periods in your life really fun. My senior year, I was in the senior play. So I guess it wasn't the senior play, but the
musical or play.
Yeah, it was You Can't Take It With You, and 2 of my friends were the directors, and that was a really wonderful experience. So I don't know if I'll ever be on stage again acting like I did here at Central, but I'm really glad that I tried it. I think that there are things to take away from that experience that'll stick with me forever. So.